Entrances should create a strong sense of arrival for the visitor and be worthy of the occupant. The Capital Health Center entranceway creates a prominent portal that ingeniously enhances the existing structures.
The entrance to this building was very low and small and dark, and they wanted to open that up. And so what we did is we exaggerated the entrance by cantilevering it out into the street and extending the cantilever beyond the face of the building, so as you came towards the building from the north or the south, you would be able to identify where the entrance was. And I think that gave it the kind of presence that a building of this size should have.
It was designed in a manner that was very easy to install, and that is important for us because a lot of money and time can be spent on site, and especially if you don't get the details right the first time, it's really hard to reconcile after the fact. But the details were clean and concise and very easy to install, and were flexible at the same time. So we did have to do some adjustments after the fact, but they were easy to accommodate because of the simplicity of the design.
Because we couldn't support off the buildings at the side, we had to extend the structure in the other direction. So it's built very much like a suspension bridge. And that was a unique opportunity. It's almost a pure structure, which we don't get very often.
The creative use of steel has made possible a portal with both airy lightness and solid significance. The Capital Health Center entranceway is a worthy finalist for the CISC Alberta Steel Edge Award. Training tomorrow's workers often requires specialized facilities. The Edmonton Pipe Trades Training and Education Centre will provide cutting-edge training for apprentices.
I think what's particularly innovative about the structural system that we used in this building is the way it takes what are otherwise quite conventional and ordinary work procedures and components, but it combines them in a way to achieve a composite system that gives us results beyond what is normally achievable with those conventional procedures and components.
The fast-build composite system is basically aimed at three characteristics. Like fast-build, meaning we want to enclose the building as fast as possible, and composite in terms of having a composite joist floor as well as a composite beam system to support the composite joist, which means that we actually achieve a two-way composite floor instead of the normal one-way composite floor as in current practice.
During the design process, when it was decided together with the owner to keep the ceilings exposed for parts of the building so that we could expose the mechanical systems to the students with the intent of allowing the building itself to serve as an educational tool. The fast-build system gave us a widely spaced floor joist that enhanced how these systems could be exposed.
When the school itself becomes a textbook, it makes for an innovative way to educate. That's one reason the Edmonton Pipe Trades Training and Education Centre is a project finalist for the CISC Alberta Steel Edge Award. A structure dedicated to the history of a nation should make a strong statement as well as reflect its culture and heritage. To this end, the Blackfoot Crossing Interpretive Centre presented opportunities for inventive use of steel.
Blackfoot Crossing is a sacred place in the Blackfoot culture. It was a safe place for them to get across the Bow River, which can be, of course, very dangerous. The building is a very complex structure because it's not rectilinear. It is a curvilinear building. The teepees are actually holding up the building. It's not just decorative, and we've got elements such as tapered structural poles.
That's not an off-the-shelf item, so the first piece of research we had to do is find somebody that could produce a tapered steel pole. It's a circular building, and there's always a challenge with building circular buildings because the member sizes on the outside, or the length on the outside, is different than the length on the inside, so you get quite a number of different size members. And we simulated the curve using basically straight lines.
You just feel the history. The building itself tells that history. It's such a comforting building to be in. Every time I come here, I just, God, was I involved in this? You know?
A proud culture is reflected in this structure, and the novel use of steel makes it possible. It's a noble tribute to the Blackfoot people and a worthy finalist for a CISC Alberta Steel Edge Award.